guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm very excited about shooting this video today. And first of all, I just want to say thank you subscribers, and returning viewers as well. Like, all of you are so amazing. Thank you for commenting, thank you for watching, spending that data to watch my video. Thank you for everything really. So I just thought to do like a fun story time. Story actually is, I like to think it's a very funny one, kind of adventurous at the same time. Would I say naive or just foolish stupidity? So yeah, I'd like you guys to comment what you think about my experience. It was about that time when I was homeless in London. I mean, from the title you already know what I'm talking about. I'm going to be talking about anyways. So yeah, let's jump right into the video, guys. So first of all, I had to write that this thing happened in 2015 when I was still at uni, because I studied law at Coventry University. So if you went to Coventry University, please say hi to me. So I studied law at Coventry University, and this happened in 2015. Sit down and like really think about it. So I made like notes, like keynotes, to the dates and all that. So I get my facts right basically. So I'll just be looking down sometimes to remember something. So yeah, like I said, I studied law in Coventry University. I'm a lawyer, by the way. And at this time, this was 2015, I think I was in second year uni. And what happened? Okay, I think my brother visited the UK for like holidays. I think he visited in like 2014 summer. So he shopped a lot, and obviously like some of his friends gave him some money to get stuff for themselves as well. So when he was going back, when he was leaving the UK, he couldn't carry everything with himself because he was the only one traveling, and he even had to pay excess luggage for some things that he had. So he left with me like a medium-sized box. Fred, I know you're watching this video, so hi Fred. So as I was saying, so he left with me a medium-sized box. I don't know if I'll be able to like put a picture of the type of box, but it's something that you wouldn't want to use for your hand luggage. Like, I don't think they'll even permit for your hand luggage, because the weight of that box alone will take up hand luggage kg or whatever the allocated. Then I think sometime in February, which is when this incident happened, and his friend now messaged me, and they were like, oh, actually that one of their guys, his girlfriend, I think we'll call his, what name are we going to give his girlfriend? Should we give the girlfriend Ose? Should we give the girlfriend Ose? Ose, what do you think?
You're good.
No, like,
Yeah, girl A.
Girl A, girl bitches. So this girl, okay, she's a nice girl, but you figure out why. So this girl, I think she was the girlfriend to one of their guys. Not really friends with my brother, but somebody they knew. So she was traveling out of the UK and to meet them where they were. So the girl was traveling light, I could imagine, because they said that she could carry the box, and they had spoken to her. And I think they told me that's the one I can't really remember. I think they told me on a Friday night or on a Saturday morning. So it's either of that, either Friday night or Saturday morning, and they're like, the girl was leaving like the next Sunday early morning. So that weekend was when she was leaving, and that's the weekend they told me. So I was like, start going to London. But they're like, don't worry, we'll give you money. We'll give you, I can't remember how much they gave me. I don't know, it's between 100 to 200 pounds. But I know that whatever they were able to give me would cover my transportation to London, from Coventry to London and back, and I'll have extra cash to play with. I think I should have like extra 100 pounds or so to just, for my trouble basically. So I was like, okay. I mean, going to London is like an hour by train, Virgin trains, and yeah, so I was just like, I'll just go 1 hour, maybe it will take me like 4 hours maximum to do the assignment, and I mean, I get paid for it, so I agreed to go. So I remember at 12 noon, I had done my makeup, dressed up, and because I was going to London, when you're going to London, those vibes you get to put on with your very nice fashion jackets that should never have been made, because those jackets, according to Patricia Bright, they're gonna freeze your kidneys. You can't survive. Those jackets are for lookbooks only, in my opinion. So basically all those kind of fele flimsy jackets. So that's what I wore. Good. I wish I had a picture. Can't remember, it's been a while. So on my way now, I left the house. Then on my way going, I stopped at my friend's house, Abigail and Tommy. Hi. I stopped at studying because I used to stay at Study In. That was like a student accommodation in Coventry. So yeah, guys, hi and bye. That's what I went for. But no, a girl did not do that. What did a girl do? A girl got carried away with what? Talk. We're chatting. I don't even remember what we're chatting about. But obviously, like Abby and Tommy are like my very good friends. Like we're like sisters, very good friends. So I stayed and I was like, Ella, should I go to London? I was like, not London. I just said I'll go and come back. At the time it was like past 3 p.m. or so. So even the guy said that everyone sent me on the air. I was like, are you not going? I was like, fam, don't worry. Don't worry, it's just London is just here. I'll just go come back. It's just train, nothing. It's not like I'm going for a party or I'm going for an event. I'll take a while. I'm just going to drop a box. Ideally, that's what I was going to do. I mean, it wasn't going to take much time now. So finally, I carried my ass out. I left and got to the train station about past 4 p.m. You know, I don't remember much that happened at the train station, but obviously I had to. I got on the train. It was about 5, 6. My mom calls like, yo, Ella, you know, what's going on? I was like, hi, mommy. Usually my mom calls like almost every weekend, so we have like long chats. And I was like, oh, mommy, I can't really talk because I'm on the train. She was like, okay, where are you going? Where are you going at this time? It's late. And I explained to her that I was going to do something in London and I was going to be back, blah, 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 you know. She was like, I was like, mommy, calm down. And it's not like Nigeria, because my mom, obviously, we know that security is kind of a big issue. It's not even kind of, it is a big issue in Nigeria. So my mom was like, you need to go home, look at the time and stuff like that. And I was like, yo, fam, it's gonna be okay. I'll be back before 9 p.m. That's what I told her. I'll be back before 9 p.m. She was like, okay, that's fine. I mean, what could she do? I was already on the train going to London. So we got an announcement like in the train that the train would be stopping at Northampton. Northampton is like a stop before, depending on the train you're on. But I know, if I remember correctly, yeah, Virgin trains used to stop at, I don't remember the stops. I don't even like. But Northampton was a stop. Then I think that was a stop before you get to. It's not like it was very close to London, but it's just like a stop before you get to London. So we had this announcement. That's where I don't even know. Like the forces were just dealing with me because of my I don't know what I would say. My nonchalant attitude, or I don't even know what was going on with me that period. And that the train had to stop at Northampton station. That something that happened on the tracks. That somebody got hit on the tracks. So they need to obviously like get that sorted. You know, get it sorted out. And yeah, so we had to wait. And they were like the wait just before maybe like 1 hour. So there was no train literally going. Like I remember the train station being very crowded. Like we got off. If I remember correctly, the train left at about 9. The train left at about 9, and we arrived Euston Station, London, at 10ish. Yes, I think it was 10 we arrived. Because I was talking to my friend Isaac, and yeah, so we met at the station. Oh God. I don't know what was wrong with me. I met my friend Isaac at the station. I think he was we're talking at the time, I guess, so he knew my movements and I knew about his movements. So, hi Isaac. So instead of us or me that has Johnny to just hi and bye and go my way, I remember chatting shit, like we're talking, I don't remember what it was. Then he had to go with his friends. I think they were going to Auto Arena to do something. I can't even remember what they were going to do. He was one that was like, oh gosh, he has to go now, like his friends are waiting, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I hadn't seen him in a while, so it was very good to like catch up, you know, seize that moment and just like catch up and stuff like that. So it was like he had to go, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, oh yeah, actually I need to also make see guys, this is 10 p.m. past 10 safe. I've not delivered what I had to deliver. I hadn't started making my way back home. In 2 hours it's going to be 12 midnight and I was unbothered. Like, I don't know like I was leaving. Obviously, like I was using my Google Maps because where I was actually going to was Belvedere. I got to London Bridge. Guys, I got there at I think about almost 10:30ish. On my phone, my Google Maps had already told me that the train which I needed to get to Belvedere station was leaving at 10:30. So I was like literally running and trying to navigate like what platform, blah blah blah, where the platform was, because you're literally making a slow motion race, you know, you're running and the train is literally going. So I was like, oh my god. So I was not still bothered though. The only thing was I started getting cold. Like obviously actually cold. I remember like prancing, you know, pacing about, you know, just to become warm, to keep warm basically. There's something Google Maps didn't tell me, or I didn't really look out for, was how frequent the train was going to be. And when I got to the platform, I noticed that the train usually came like every 30 minutes. So I was like, oh my god, 30 minutes. I've missed the 10:30 one, so obviously the next one coming would be coming at 11, and obviously like I didn't have all that time. I was like, oh my god. So I waited for like 30 minutes doing nothing. Hopefully like the train was on time at exactly 11:30 or so. Okay, I got on the train. It took me roughly 30 minutes to get to Belvedere. Like, I got to Belvedere quite alright, and I used Google Maps to try to navigate the girl's house because I wanted to first of all like see if I could book a taxi. But you know, Google Map was showing me like the house was 2-3 minutes away from the station, and the girl even told me that her house is not too far from the station. So I was like, okay, but you know, Google Maps here would show you like the shortest route, but literally that could be like behind someone's yard, literally. So the road was, I just knew that I could not navigate the place, and it was late, it was pitch black, everywhere was dark, it was night time obviously. I mean, it was almost 12 midnight, so I was struggling. 2-3 minutes was like 7-8 minutes to locate this girl, so I did not 10 minutes. It took me forever to locate her house. So while I was still trying to like struggle and stuff like that, then guess what, I met somebody. I remember the guy being very cute, I won't even lie. But obviously, like in my mind, I'm looking for a house, not the man. I'm not looking for a man. Do you get? So my attention was not really on the guy or anything. But obviously, I won't lie, like it was fine. So he now stopped. He saw that this girl probably in distress, you know, because I looked confused. I don't even lie. So he now stopped and I was like, "Are you okay? Are you lost? Are you looking for something?" So trust me now. I think then I used to be. Will I say rude? Am I still rude now? I don't know, like I used to be very rude to guys, especially the ones that I don't know. I just used to be very rude. You try to talk to me, hi, I'm like, who are you? Do you get that kind of rude? I was very rude, so I was just giving him this kind of look, like what, like who are you? What's that? Why are you talking to me? Even though I found him cute, but well, he now noticed that I wasn't very comfortable. So he was not like, I'm a doctor, that's okay, I live around, so if do you need any help? Is there someone you want me to help you call? Is there any problem? So I was like, I'm fine, I'm just looking for an address. He asked me for my number, but I was like, no. So I was like, okay, if you need anything, my apartment is just up there. I was just like, okay, I don't even remember his name. I don't know if he told me his name or if he didn't. I don't know, because I was just not in the mood. I wasn't in the mood at all. So he was like, so yeah, I was like, oh okay, still keeping my attitude, bitchy attitude face, and yeah. So he left me. Then luckily enough, I found the girl. There's this, what do you also say her name is? Girl A. What's that girl's name? Girl A. So I finally located this girl's house. And when I came in, she was like, oh, hi. So I was like, oh, yeah. I found the girl's house. It was maybe about that 11:50 or 11:49-ish. I know it was, you know, within that period. So when I dropped the stuff, I was like, oh god, I think I made this comment, oh my gosh, like I don't know if I'm going to meet my train. My train is last train, I think the last train was going to be 11:52 or 11:55. So I was like, oh my, because obviously before I walk from, even if I was going to use a taxi, before we get to the station, best believe that the train the train I've left. And I feel like if you're taking a car, it's a much longer route from her house, but if you're walking, it's a shorter route. You get that type of situation. So I was like, I'm going to miss the train. I expected her, like, no, she doesn't have to, but I expected her to like suggest to say, oh, you can stay and leave very early tomorrow, because she too had a flight to catch very early as well. But I don't know, like I just expected her to do better. She was like, if you hurried out, you'll meet the train. I'm like, even if I was a spirit. So I think I left, if I remember correctly, I think I left and came back. Then I told her that I came back to her place, because I didn't know, I had missed the train. I went to the train, either I went to the train station or on my way I checked the time and train had left or something. I just know that I left her house and came back, and I told her that, oh, I missed the train. At least I needed some advice. I mean, you live here, how do you get to town? How do you get to Houston station from here? So I went to talk to her, and she was like, oh, you can get bus, you can get the night bus, blah blah blah. I was like, oh, okay, how do I get the bus? I don't remember her being very helpful. Like, thinking about it, I'm like, this girl, she didn't know me, that's alright. She doesn't know who I am, fair enough. But your boyfriend told you that his friend's sister, or somebody he knew sister, or whatever sister, so they told you that this girl is coming. I came to ask you for help. I was confused. Or do you want me to take a cab all the way back to Coventry, Chicken? So she wasn't very helpful at all. She didn't even try to like direct me, or if she didn't even want me to even stay, probably they said, oh, I have a very early flight to catch, and I don't think it would have been better for you to stay here, but I'm not sure if that's very possible because of my flight time. But I'll appreciate that, but just show some sort of like humanity or something. I don't know, some people, I'll just sit on that couch and just chill there before I eventually leave. I just wanted to just sit down there and just be safe before I leave the following morning. Like, I wouldn't get into your business or anything. The only thing I remember her helping me to do was she helped me charge my phone. She helped me charge so I could find my way. She helped me charge my phone. So when I left her, it was like, oh my gosh, actually that guy that tried to help me, maybe he will be able to help me, put me in the right direction or just something. Obviously I was rude to the guy. I didn't have his number. I didn't even know what his name was. Even if he had told me, I don't even remember. And when he said apartment, I went to the apartment place. Like, there were lots of rooms, like doors, windows, and he literally just pointed there. That guy could have been just anybody. He could have been dangerous. He could have been. He could have not been. So he was just a stranger anyways at the end of the day.